Hello everybody, how are you? This is my usual adjust the camera. Perfect. There you go. I'm Karen Barna. Welcome to my page. I always say that, but I figure you probably know that because you're on my page. I wanted to talk to you today. I was participating in a discussion yesterday with this group of people, and they were all in their 30s and 40s, and they were all very powerful women. And they were talking about what job they want to do next, who they want to be next. And they said, you know, did you ever reach that point, Karen? And I said, I'm from a completely different generation. My generation that started in the 60s and 70s, and you know, my first job was in 1976 in the military. That was my very first job. And that was back when the military didn't want women. Believe it or not, they just opened it up to women. I wanted to be in the Navy so bad, so bad. I went to the Navy first and said, I'm here, ready to sign up, and I want to be on a ship. I want to be on water. And the guy looked at me and said, we are really not taking a lot of women. We are kind of just working our way into it. But you know, the Army's going to take women. And I thought, no, I'm not going to do the Army because I think they march a lot. Now, you know, this was naive back then. So I went to the Air Force, and the Air Force guy's like, we're taking women, but there'll be a lead time to get into it. And I had to wait 8-9 months to become a medic. You know, when I got out of the Air Force, back then you were just, as a woman, you applied for a job, and whatever you got, you were just grateful for it. So we had, to my generation, really had to work hard to get what we got. You know, I'm a little younger than Gloria Steinem and, you know, Betty Fournette and all those guys, but, you know, I can relate to their struggles. So I see a lot of my peer group, a lot of the women that started in the 60s, 70s, getting to the point where, you know, where we've been on our job 20 years, 30 years, we've been in the workforce, and we get to a point in our 40s and 50s where we start looking around and say, well, really our 50s, 45, 50s, and say, is this it? What's next? Because I think we realize, is this really, am I in this job because I'm good at it? Or am I in this job because I just, through hard work and being tenacious and fighting and fighting and fighting, you get into a job and you think, does this fit me? Does this define who I really am? And as I coach more and more professional women, as I see more and more professional women who want to start their own business, but they're looking at their skill set over here and saying, does this skill set gonna fit with who I want to become? Or do I get rid of it? How do I transfer this skill set? Did my skill set get left behind? You know, there's so many emotions that we go through when we try to figure this stuff out. You know, I know somebody who's an accountant that hates numbers, but that was the job she could get. And so she became an accountant, went to school and got her degree in accounting, because back then, accounting let women in, and she's done it her whole life, but now she's like, I gotta figure out what it is because I don't like numbers. But that's all she knows, so she feels like her business, when she leaves her corporate life, her business should be numbers, and it's like, no. It doesn't need to be. What fills your cup? What do you do when you're not at home, or when you're at home, or when you're not at work? What fills you up? Because, like I said, we all get to that point where it's, is this it? What's next for me? And you need to figure out who you are. And that requires inner work. And a lot of time we didn't have time to do the inner work because we were so busy fighting. You know, we're a very determined generation. We're a very disciplined generation. And we look back, you know, I look back at my 26-year-old daughter who the world's open to her. She can have any job she wants. And when I tell her, you know, my experience, she's just kind of like, okay, I don't really get that. But we have this unique experience, and we need to figure out how to transfer the skills we have. We need to figure out who you want to be and how do you move forward. And I think once we figure that out, then you can start your own company, or you can decide where you want to go. But I know you're sitting there thinking, I want to up-level my life. I've been here 10, 15, 20 years. I want to make a change. Let's work together. Let's work together to transform your life, to figure out where you're at, what is your skill set, what do you want to be? You know, that's the most important thing. Have you ever sat down and thought, this is what I really want to be? Have you ever been watching TV or a movie and you see somebody do something and think, man, I could do that? And then you show up the next day at your job. You put that hat back on and you become that person. We're at a unique time in this world. It is so exciting because the doors are opening. And women can do, be, and have anything they want to have. So you can have what you want now. You just have to decide what it is. You have to step into you. You have to step out of the role you play, of this persona that you have, and figure out behind the mask who's there, who's sitting there. When you're looking in a mirror in the morning, who is that? Because I think once you get that, like I said, I think it really will help you get to the next level, to decide where you want to go from here. But I mean, I'm so excited. When I was on the phone call yesterday, I called them young whippersnappers. I said, you guys have no idea, because the world's open to you. Whatever you want to do, you can do it. But the world is open to us too. So whatever we want to do, we can do it. So I look forward to helping you. I look forward to helping you figure this out, because it is a great big world out there, and it is waiting for women such as you to step up and say, hey, I am going to do this from now on, because your daughters are watching you. The people out there are watching you. They're counting on the women with our experience to step up and say, I'm going to help you, to step into our feminine power, to no longer allow women to be bashed or beat around or disparaged in the workplace, because those days are gone. And it's up for us to teach what we've learned, because we know how to get to the top. We know how to become the vice presidents and the presidents and the CEOs of this company, because we've done it. So now we can take our skill set and hand it down and say, now you guys probably don't have to throw as many elbows. You don't have to put up with all the bullshit we had to put up with. You're probably optimistically not going to be sexually harassed or disparaged or given all the bad hours because you're a woman, and get paid half the salary because, well, he's a guy and has a family. But we can teach you that skill set. We can show you how to get to the top, because we've been there. And I can help you decide what you really want to do on your next adventure. Because your next adventure, I know you're sitting there thinking, I know when you're at work, you're looking out the door or looking out your window and thinking, I am a professional woman. I make a great salary. But is this it? What's next? Let me help you find out what's next. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. Bye-bye.